Welcome to the Bogosity Podcast for the 23rd of July, 2012, the podcast that never made it to the center without biting. This is your host, Shane Killian. Let's undermine the confidence of the news of the bogus. We've covered in this podcast several occasions where government oppresses the homeless instead of helping them. Now, Clearwater, Florida is considering, get this, banning sitting on sidewalks. Some are calling it the world's first cyber hate crime. In a story that's almost too surreal to be believed, Steve Mann, whom some have called the father of wearable computing, was assaulted in a McDonald's in Paris when 3 different employees tried to physically remove his digital eyeglass from his head, something that can only be done with special tools. They then destroyed his support documentation and ejected him from the store. We've reported on the attempts by the UK and other European countries to stem the tide of what they call piracy by blocking access to the file-sharing site, the Pirate Bay. And guess what? The plan has worked brilliantly. Traffic to the site has shriveled up. File sharing is all but gone in those countries, and the media companies are seeing increased sales like never before. Nah, I'm just kidding. Did I have you going there? No, the reports are out now showing that these bans haven't done the first thing to curb file sharing. I know, what a shock, right? This podcast has covered a lot of problems with the way the news media covers events, including bad science reporting, economic ignorance, and biased politicking. Hey, we here at Bogosity are biased politickers too, but at least we admit it and let you know where our biases are so that you can interpret our commentary accordingly. We don't claim special privileges because we're neutral or fair and balanced or whatever crap they spew out. It's so bad that the news media has been named biggest Bogon emitter no less than 3 times. Small wonder, then, that a Gallup survey has reported that the confidence Americans have in their news media is at an all-time low. And now it's time to laugh in the face of this week's biggest Bogon emitter. And for the 4th time, it goes to President Barack Obama for some idiotic and ignorant statements he made at a recent campaign stop in Roanoke, Virginia. And now it's time to foreclose on this week's Idiot Extraordinaire. Diana Carew is an economist at the Progressive Policy Institute. And as the name implies, she seems to think that socialism and long discredited Keynesian economics are just A-OK, and that the broken window fallacy just doesn't apply to her policies.